You know, there's not much uglier under the hood of a car than a hose clamp, much like we see right here. Now, listen, I know I've used them many times and you see them all over the place. But when you clamp these things down and you have this thing hanging off, these are as bad or worse than a zip tie sticking up. They will cut you all to pieces, especially kind of looks like this. And you're reaching down and you go to pull back and it just lays you open like it just scratched me right there. So anytime we can eliminate things like this, I love to do so. And you can make things look a lot better. And quite frankly, they're just more functional. And many times at a cheaper rate, because let's face it, you go into the parts store now, you buy a 4-pack of the small ones, or maybe a twin pack of the bigger ones, or maybe one at a time, and you're still paying several dollars for each one of these. And especially if you're buying a decent stainless steel one, which you absolutely should never buy one of these that's not stainless steel. A quality hose clamp is pretty tough anymore. And let's face it, most of the time what's happening, you've got a small, you know, this is like, I don't know, probably 3/8 inch, some type of vacuum hose. Looks pretty cheap, actually, something I probably got in a kit. That may even be like irrigation line or something. But anyway, and you see a hose about this size, and that's the only hose clamp you have. So you put that on there and you start clamping it down, and it doesn't even stay round. And you've probably pulled it off of some other vehicle and it's already been messed up. And anyway, you've got some convoluted, non-round hose clamp trying to seal up a vacuum leak or trying to seal up a coolant leak or a coolant hose. And at its best, it's going to seal up. But again, just looks absolutely terrible. So there's some better ideas for this, even though I still highly recommend keeping some hose clamps around because you'll always need regular, worm style hose clamps. And by the way, if you didn't know, typically if you look on the packaging of these, it will tell you what sizes this should work with. So this is saying anywhere from 3/8 to 7/8 of an inch. You shouldn't be, maximizing the maximum amount of open on there, as well as you shouldn't be tightening it down to, a little tiny shank about that size either, because it's going to lose its roundness and lose its sealing power. So let's talk an alternative here. Well, another easy one are just the spring band clamps. And you'll see a lot of these on older vehicles as well, even newer vehicles on a lot of your vacuum lines and even like your windshield wiper fluid lines and even into your larger coolant lines, radiator hoses and things like that. Let me get a pair of pliers. And you're just clamping these down and being able to slide those on and then release it, and it's putting the pressure on that. Typically, you're going to use this where you have, some sort of either a barb fitting in there or some type of, it has a protrusion ring that's going to this is just kind of locking it in place, not necessarily providing all of the sealing power, but they work very well. But you need to get closer to the size of the hose that you're working with, which is absolutely fine. That's what you should be doing anyway. And you can buy these hose clamp kits for, a few bucks online. Now you're having to kind of get prepared because if you go in the parts store and buy these, you may be buying them 3 or 4 at a time, but you can easily get these. I believe we got these on Amazon for a nice assorted set. We'll even have a link in the description if you're interested, but it gets all the way down to the real small stuff like your ATV fuel lines or even down to, your lawnmowers and things like that. And those are handy to have around. So that's another option. Then we can step up into the stuff that you'll see a lot of times. You're seeing this on some domestic vehicles, a lot on your German vehicles and even in some of the Japanese vehicles as well. And that is ear clamps. And there's a couple of options with these as well. And just like on the spring clamps, we can get these in an assorted kit. You can see I've used all of these here, which are the more common sizes. And these ear clamps are pretty unique and they work really, really well. Again, you're going to want to, use these in the right places and the right sizes. Also, these are one-time uses. So you're not clamping these and using them again. But again, if you're using these for your coolant lines, things like that, then typically it's usually a kind of a set it and forget it thing. You're not wanting to, re-access those things unless there's a problem, in which case you can you can take these apart, and I'll show you that here in one moment. But basically, you're using a set of ear clamp pliers like these Knipex here. And so right here on these, you can see that little gap right there. That's actually where you grab this, and then you squeeze it, and you pull it together, and it locks into place for good. And then you can use these jaws here if we want to pull these apart. And basically, you just grab the tab right here, and you bend it and open it back up. Again, we'll show you that in just one moment. But this is a set of ear clamp pliers. Now, Knipex is the best, and you can buy those, and you know, they're not cheap, but they're going to last forever, and they're going to have a great fitment. You can also buy these in a kit with your ear clamps. Again, we'll provide a couple of different options for you. And you can see we can get these in stainless steel. We can also get these in a blacked out stainless steel. And again, in one moment, we will show you this. And let me just show you right here. So I've got some, I think this stuff is called, is it Tygon? Is what it's called. I like to use it on our ATVs and motorcycles, and even lawnmowers and things when it needs fuel line. So let me put on my ear clamp first. By the way, I grabbed a smaller one to work with this, I believe it's 1/4 inch line. I'm going to slide it up there. I'm going to grab my ear clamps, and I'm going to put it right there in the jaws. It's pretty simple. Makes total sense there. You see it there, and then I'm just going to squeeze. And now it's locked that ear clamp onto that hose, and it's not going anywhere. I can't pull that off, but obviously that's locked into place, and you're not getting that off unless you've got a pair of cutters or something like that. But what you can do is there's a little tab right here that's sticking up, not like a typical worm style clamp, but it's at least protruding just a little off of the band right there. And so you can take it with this side of the ear clamp claws. And grab that. Grab a set of pliers here. And just peel that open. And now you can kind of see how that ear clamp is made. And it's got those little tangs here that bite into there. But if you need to open it up, you can do so. By the way, if that was locked on there on something larger, you could just grab it with this without having to grab a set of pliers. But the same tool that clamps them, you can also open it up. But again, that's a one-time use clamp, but it looks a lot better than your typical worm-style hose clamp. Now, I would recommend probably something like this on ATVs and stuff. The spring clamp's probably going to work the best anyway. Just slide that on, lock it into place, and you're good to go. And you're not worried about it, and you're probably going to be replacing this every couple of years anyway, and replacing the filter every time you get bad fuel or something like that. But anyway, so the spring clamp probably on your ATV lawnmower stuff, but I still like the ear clamps when it comes to the automotive stuff, because again, you look at something like this, and then even better, and this is probably definitely going to be weighed in by your preferences, but here are the basically blacked out stainless steel ear clamps that we got. And also, they will make up quite a bit of room. So you can see how much larger this is right here, okay? And you can see if we can make up that room in this. I've just got a socket in there. And again, still plenty of gap in there, even with that socket in there. And I grab my ear clamp pliers. Again, so you're right there. And closes that gap up, and I'm not able to pull that socket out. Maybe I can. Yeah, but with any barb on there, I would not be able to pull that out, but you see how it shrunk that area. Now, I did collapse that ear clamp all the way, but again, it's going to make up a lot of area. But the most important thing is to make sure that you're using the right size. And let's get rid of this one here. And here's another tip. I hate using a straight slot screwdriver to loosen these hose clamps like this. I would much rather grab the appropriate tool. So in this case, the smaller one's going to be your 1/4 inch. And then sometimes you'll see 7 millimeter, and then 8 millimeters also going to be your larger, which is 5/16 as well. So your larger hose clamps, worm style hose clamps, are going to be 8mm/5/16. And then some of your mid-range ones, like this one here, happens to be, it's not a 5/16, nor is it a 1/4 inch, but it actually comes in at 7mm. But typically your 1/4 inch or your 5/16/8mm will work on your hose clamps. And that's a lot better job of being able to get those hose clamps on and off and being able to not round off that fastener or strip the straight slot on the fastener itself or on the hose clamp. So which one would you rather have? The ear clamps in the silver or in the black stainless, the regular stainless or the black stainless, or your typical worm style clamp or the spring style clamp? Again, I prefer, especially if you adjust the ear clamp to where the little tab here is underneath. I think that's the best looking one, the cleanest one as well, either in the stainless or in the black. And the worm style is actually my least favorite, but I'm sure I'll still have a few in the toolbox. And the spring clamp's not a bad idea, again, for your smaller ATV stuff and lawnmower stuff. Ear clamp pliers and ear clamps, I think something you should definitely have in the toolbox.